ISUPK.
Shalom, Charlotte. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we came out here to teach today's so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
We are the 12 lost tribes of the children of the nation of Israel. We are not American. We are not African. We are not Arabs. We are not your niggas, spicks, and wetbacks. According to the Bible, we are the children of Israel. The people that's in our land right now, they are the fake Jews. That's right, I said it. The real Jews are black, okay? If you Dominican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Jamaican, Native Indian, you belong to the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. The word Jew comes from tribe of Judah. Christ was from the tribe of Judah. So guess what that makes Christ? A black man. Now he's not no blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil. We tired of these lies America been pushing down our throats today. And matter of fact, this goes right into my topic, because my topic today is interracial marriage and how disgusting interracial marriage is to God, the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, flooded the whole entire earth because of interracial marriage. Martin Luther King told you to join hand in hand with the little black boy and the little Caucasian girl. That ain't what God said according to the Bible. If you so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you're supposed to marry and join to your own race of people. Now, is there racism in the Bible? Yes, there is. And we're going to prove it here today. Coming out the King James Version Bible, you understand? You got that for me, brother?
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 47. Salakia, chapter 47 and verse 46.
47.
Chapter 27 and verse 46. And Rebekah said unto Isaac.
You hear that? Rebekah. Now, do anybody know who Rebekah and who Isaac is? Everybody, the Christian church love to say Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Well, guess what? Rebekah and Isaac were black people. Did y'all know that? You about to learn it today. Rebekah is Isaac's wife. You understand? Read on.
I am weary of my life.
You see that? Rebekah said, I am weary of my life, meaning she got a sick feeling in her stomach. It's a reason why she feel a little weary right now. Read.
Because of the daughters of Heth.
Because of the daughters of who?
Heth.
Heth is the progenitor of the Hittites, which is another African tribe. Read.
If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth.
If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of who?
Heth.
If Jacob, my Israelite black son, my Israelite Jew son, take one of them nasty, stinking, filthy Africans,
such as these were all the daughters of the land.
You see that such as these are the daughters of the land. Because remember, we went to the Canaanite land and took that land. Everywhere we go, the Most High sent us into a land to take it. But what we do, we act like the people in the land, and the Most High won't be with us. You understand? Read that from the top again, brother.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 46.
Now you listen to this good. This brother right here could have been out in the streets kicking in your goddamn door. But he came out here to wake up blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to tell you jungle fever is a sin against the Most High God.
And Rebekah said to Isaac.
And Rebekah said to who?
To Isaac.
Isaac again is Jacob's father, the progenitors. We talking talking about Abraham, which was a black man. Isaac, which was a black man. Jacob, which was a black man. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. He had 12 sons. The descendants of those 12 sons today is the 12 tribes on this chart right here. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Literally.
I am weary of.
I am what?
I am weary.
Man, this black woman, you ever been beside your rib or a black woman? You ever been in the car with a black woman and she get that road rage and you got that sick feeling in your stomach when she's doing 130? Well, she got this sick feeling in her stomach because she didn't want her son going and marrying off to another African nation because we are not Africans.
Of my life.
Of my what?
Of my life.
That means she would rather die, man. She would rather die than have her son go marry some African. Again, if you so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you or we are not African. We are not the same people. You understand? If your ancestors came over here on the cargo transatlantic slave ships and the transatlantic slave trade, you are not Africans. Africans did not sell Africans. Africans sold Israelites.
Of the daughters of Heth.
Of the daughters of who?
Heth.
Now again, Heth is the progenitor of the Hittites. I know y'all always read in the Bible about the Hittites and the Jebusites and the Parasites. Well, guess what? These other nations are parasites according to God.
That's right.
If you're not so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, listen, you ain't got no business marrying onto our daughters. Our daughters ain't got no business marrying onto your sons. It's a sin against God.
If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth.
If Jacob, my black son, take a wife of these African, these nasty Africans, that's not our people, read.
Such as these were of.
She says such as these, like what is like such as these with disgust. You understand? Listen, man, those Africans know we not the same as them.
Right.
You know what the problem is? We don't know it. We don't know we not Africans, man. We ain't no damn Africans, man. The continent of Africa was named after a white man named Leo Scipio Africanus. So you telling me you descend from that white devil?
Which are the daughters of the land.
Which are the daughters of the what?
Of the land.
Man, drop that, brother. Let me get Genesis 28:1. We're going to get some more on this, man. Because we ain't up here speaking our mind. We up here speaking the King James Version Bible like the Most High commissioned us to do. Like he ordered us to do in these last days to wake up our people. You understand? You got that out? Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 28, verse 1. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him.
You see that? Isaac called Jacob and blessed him. Read on.
And charged him.
And charged him, meaning he told him to do something. He gave him an order. Read.
And said unto him.
And he what unto him?
Said unto him.
Read.
Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
You see that? You see that? He said, thou shalt not take a daughter of the daughters of Canaan. Now who are the Canaanites? Those are Africans. Jacob is an Israelite. If you so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you are not an African. You are Israelite. Read it from the top again, Baba Kasha.
And Isaac called Jacob.
You see that? Isaac, he called his son. He was like, come here, boy. You know how you talk to your sons. Come on, it's a nigga thing. You understand? Nigga just mean black. Don't be scared of that word. Nigga, it's a nigga thing. Nigga said, come here, son. Let me holler at you right quick. Read.
And blessed him.
And what?
And blessed him.
Read.
And charged him. And said unto him.
And he said unto this little nappy-head little boy, this is what he said. Read.
Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
He told his son, you better not marry one of them nasty heathens. You better not marry one of them nasty bone-eating Africans. Read.
Verse 2. Arise, go to Panorama.
You see that? Then he tell him to go somewhere else. But I'm gonna drop that because he tell him to go get one of the, somebody of his own lineage. But drop that, brother. Let me get that apocrypha right there, Baba Kashan. We're gonna go to Tobit, chapter 4, and we're gonna start at verse 12. Because we're gonna bring interracial marriage being a sin is all throughout the Bible. And if you've never seen this book right here, this is the apocrypha. These are the 14 books that was taken out of the King James 1611 Bible. Again, King James was black. King James did not write the Bible, but he did have it translated. If you so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, come get you a flyer, man. Learn your true identity according to God and who you supposed to marry and who you not supposed to marry. You got that out?
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12. beware of all whoredom.
Beware of what?
All whoredom.
This, you know what beware means? It means be aware. This is telling us to be aware of all whoredom. You know what whoredom is, don't you? Y'all need a small example of whoredom? Dr. Martin Luther King having sex with those white women in that Watergate hotel. That's what the Bible said beware of. Be aware of all whoredom. Read.
My son.
My what?
My son.
My white man.
My son.
My African man.
My son.
My Arab man.
My son.
Read.
And take, and Slakia, and chiefly take a wife of thy seed of thy fathers.
You see that? It said chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. It didn't say chiefly take a wife of the seed of the other nations, man. We was never supposed to have no jungle fever, man. What the heck going on with y'all, man? That's why the Most High flooded the earth. He only let 8 people live through that flood, man. Guess what? He about to do it again because we've been out here being whores according to the Bible, man.
That's right.
Marrying these white dogs, man. Marrying these African dogs, man. According to the Bible, if you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, these other nations are beneath you.
And take not a strange woman.
And do what?
Take not a strange woman
Go ahead.
to wife.
And do what?
Take not a strange woman to wife.
Now, what is a strange woman in this verse right here? That's a woman from another nation, man. If you Mexican, Haitian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Negro, you can marry each other because we are the same people. You understand? But you can't go outside of our nation. We make up the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel.
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
Which is not of what?
Of thy father's tribe.
You see that? These other nations are not of our forefathers' tribes, you understand? We're not supposed to make marriages with them. Read that from the top again, Baba Kashuk.
Beware of all whoredom.
Be aware of all whoredom, man. Of all this interracial sex, man. All this trying to be like Tiger Woods and go get a Caucasian woman, man. That's so disgusting, man. Read.
My son.
My what?
My son.
Man, listen. When it say my son, he's talking about the descendants of the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel, which are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
You see that? Chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. That means you better take a wife of the seed of your father. Why? Why I say chiefly? Because we're above all the other nations.
That's right.
You understand? Read.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
And take what?
Not.
Take what?
Not.
Take what?
Not.
Not take a seed from the children of the other nations, man. Read on.
Which is not thy father's tribe.
You see that? If they don't come from your family line, your family tree, you better leave that heathen alone.
Right.
Let them kick rocks and flip-flops with no socks. You understand? Read.
For we are the children of the prophets.
We are the children of who?
The prophets.
Man, we are the children of the prophets, man. That's why every time we see those other nations eating squid, they eating all these abominations, man, we look at them like, y'all so nasty and disgusting. We would never eat that garbage. We need to stop trying to be like these other nations and stop trying to be like these dogs. Drop that, brother. Let's go to Proverbs. Let me get Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18, Baba Kashah. Man, what we bringing out here today is so heavy, man, because for too long, man, we've been married into these different nations, man. And according to the Bible, you are what your father is. You understand? That Serena Williams went and had sex with a white man, man. Guess what came out of Serena Williams? A baby of a Caucasian race, man. Why? Because you're the seed of your father. You understand? Our bloodline's supposed to be pure, man. Pure. You got that out?
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 18. Let thy fountain be blessed.
You see that? Let thy fountain be blessed. Read on.
And rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Rejoice with the wife of thy what?
Of thy youth.
That mean that nappy-head little girl you grew up with that was eating that same free lunch and that government cheese with, that's who you supposed to marry. You go get her, man. Don't go get Susie. Don't go get Rebecca. Don't get Becky. I don't care how much he can suck a beach ball through a goddamn straw. You leave Becky alone.
Verse 19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
You see that? Let that black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman, let her be that love of your life, man. Let her be your pillar of rest, man. Let her be who you lay with. You don't lay in bed with dogs, because when you lay in bed with dogs, you get what? Fleas. You understand? Read.
Let her breasts satisfy thee.
Ooh-wee, say that again.
Let her breasts satisfy thee.
Man, you let them big old God-given breasts that the Lord gave blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians satisfy you. You don't let look, Becky, man, look her backside as flat as that doggone sign right there, man. A stop sign. You understand? That's what I see when I see Becky's behind. A stop sign. Read.
At all times.
At what?
At all times.
Man, you supposed to love on that black, Hispanic, and Native Indian woman at all times, man. Even to Christ's return, man. Even after Christ's kingdom is set up on the earth, man, we still gonna marry our own. Everybody going back to their own land. And Becky is getting butt shots to look like your woman, black man. And breast implants to look like your woman, black man. She want to be just like your woman anyway. So why don't you go get the real thing? Don't get no imitation. You understand? Becky out there getting lip injections. They lips even flat. She getting operations to be like you. You understand? Her lips look like a chimpanzee lips, man. You understand? She's spending thousands of dollars, man, to be like your people, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You understand? They trying to cook like us, look like us, be like us, walk like us, talk like us. Guess what? They not us. You understand? Interracial marriage is a sin according to God. You understand? Read.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
With her love, meaning the love of your own race, man. What scripture you in right now, Bob Kashah?
Proverbs 5 and 19.
All right, keep reading.
Verse 20. And why wilt thou, my son?
And why in the hell would you listen to this? Good. Read.
Be ravished with a strange woman.
Be ravished with a what?
A strange woman.
This is the Bible saying, why my son? This is specific, and see, the Bible is so direct, man. It's so possessive. You understand? This is talking to a specific people. It said, why what?
Be ravished with a strange woman.
Why would you go take on a woman of a different nation, man? Why would you, being an Israelite that's been in captivity over 500 years over here in America, marry these same people who enslaved your people, man? That is disgusting, man. That's an abomination, man, according to God. You understand? Any more on that out? Read.
And embrace the bosom of a stranger.
Why would you embrace the bosom of a stranger, a woman from a different nation, man? Why would you do that? Sisters, you are not going to get further in life going to get no stinking white dog. You go marry a white man, you just as dumb as that dog you got outside. You understand? Read.
Verse 22.
Now, drop that out. Let's go to Songs of Solomon. You know Songs of Solomon was smooth with it. Solomon was a black man too, and we about to prove everything. Why? Because the Bible say prove all things. You understand? I'm not up here because I hate white people. You understand? I hate the crimes that they committed to my people. You understand? So why would I go marry somebody from their race, from their nation, when God told us not to? You know what I'm saying?